All right, the NFL Combine is in full swing. We had workouts yesterday. We had workouts tonight. The quarterbacks were on the podium answering all the questions. Lots of great stuff to go through. It's been a fantastic Combine so far if you're actually into this sort of stuff. Some of the guys are absolute freaks right now, blowing people away with their Combine performances. But the most interesting thing I think today was the quarterbacks. They were answering questions, lots of stuff. Alabama quarterback Bryce Young answered the question about his size. Great answer from him. He said, honestly, I've been this size my whole life. That was a big one. Will Levis was asked about what he thought actually throwing while other quarterbacks aren't throwing, even though most of the top guys are throwing. They asked him and he said he's a gamer. That's just who he is. He wants to show off. He thinks he's got the strongest arm of any of the prospects that come out the last few years, so he wants to show it off, and that's what he loves to do. Another great answer. The worst answer of the day was from quarterback CJ Stroud, who many have as their number one quarterback coming off the board. They asked him who he looks up to, and he said he models his game, and he really idolizes Mike Vick and Deshaun Watson. Oh my God, you could not have had a worse answer. Now, you could turn the Mike Vick answer into a good answer. You know, Mike Vick was a good quarterback, overcame adversity, did a lot, paid his due, and now he's been a great member in the community. That's a good answer. But there are no redeeming qualities for Deshaun Watson. He's literal human trash, basically. So you cannot be saying stuff like that. Also talked about how he doesn't want to play for the Bears. Him and Justin Fields are tight. That's Justin's team. He wants no part of the Bears. So that was another nice thing to hear. But we had some workouts on the field today. The cornerbacks were going tonight, and man, oh man, were they flying. Michigan's DJ Turner with a 4.26, looking like it could be the fastest 40 of this Combine. Other top corners had monster times. Deonte Banks from Maryland, one of the top corners. Christian Gonzalez, the guy out of Oregon, another blistering time. Lots of good stuff from some of the top corners, and that's what you want to see. Not only are they top corners as far as a talent and production standpoint, they are also lightning quick, and you need that to play in today's NFL. There's no more bump and run coverage, really. It's a lot of chasing. You got to be able to keep up with these wide receivers. Everything's going across the middle. Get around those pick routes and keep chugging along. So you love to see that out of the corners today. But yesterday was the big headline grabbers. The defensive linemen and the linebackers were on display, and oh my Lord, some absolutely monster performances. We're going to put Kalijah Cansey, the small D tackle, they said, undersized, playing with a chip on his shoulder. At 280, ran a 4.67. Absolutely mind-blowing. That is lightning, folks. At 280, Jalen Redmond, another good 40-yard dash time, had a great three-cone. You want to see these athletic D tackles. That's a big thing. Athleticism is king in today's NFL. You got to be able to move. You got to be able to bend. You got to be flexible. Look at Aaron Donald. He's another small, undersized tackle out of Pittsburgh, and he is a monster. Ruins everybody's life up in the middle. The broad jumps were great from Jalen Redmond too. He's a guy that's going to go later in the draft, but he may have really bumped up his draft stock. And that's sometimes what you see. Some of the less talented guys, the more raw physical prospects that are just freak athletes that need to be coached up, they tend to go a little bit later, but they are worth taking a chance on. Guys like Danielle Hunter come to mind, who was drafted kind of later, but he was just a raw specimen and turned into an elite pass rusher. So it's worth taking your risk like that. The linebacker class, kind of okay. There's not a lot of buzz around these linebackers. Trenton Simpson seems to be the big one. He's the athletic guy. He'll probably be the first linebacker off the board. He can do a whole lot, but there's just kind of a lot of meh with the linebacker class. I don't think anybody's blown away. Where in years past, there's been a lot of dudes that are playing linebackers, so not much from the linebackers. Nolan Smith, though, stole the show yesterday. The edge rusher from Georgia with a 4.39 40. He's coming off a torn pec, but oh man, that's what we see out of our corners. I mean, let's just compare. Look at these corners. We got 4.4, 4.1s, 4.38s from our cornerbacks. This man is a pass rusher. He's going getting the quarterback. Offensive lineman be on alert. That is just frightening how fast that is. He definitely helped his draft stock. He was probably a top 20 guy floating around there, maybe top 25, top 30. He's definitely going to go high now. Monster workout day from him. Another big guy, Luke Van Ness out of Iowa. He was a big winner, massive measurables, was fantastic in the 3-cone drill. Just a huge athletic freak. He can play inside and outside on the D-line. That's a big plus. Byron Young from Tennessee, big broad jump. Nolan Smith also, again, up there with the broad jump. Freak athletes on the edge, getting after quarterbacks. Honestly, I don't feel good for offensive linemen. I would be scared. These guys are monsters out there. Now, we'll see the offensive linemen later the weekend, see what they can show off. Maybe we got some real speed on the offensive line, some real physical freaks to go up against these guys. But all in all, great stuff so far from the Combine. Really interesting stuff. Quarterbacks are slated to throw Saturday, so if you want to check it out, it's on the NFL Network. I highly advise it if you're into the NFL, into this draft stuff. Absolute blast. We'll probably have another video up tomorrow recapping, and if not, definitely on Monday or Sunday to kind of wrap this entire Combine up. Love watching this stuff, going through the workouts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think about the quarterbacks answering questions? Who was your favorite performer from the weekend so far? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.